We thought it was probably just junior year, that he was just busy with schooling and preparing for college, and he was working at Publix. He was doing the 3 sports, so we knew he probably was a little bit tired. He had always been so healthy, so it just never crossed my mind that there was something wrong.
Came home one day with a really high fever, and that's what kind of led to the diagnosis. Once they diagnosed the acute lymphoid leukemia, they said this is the downside of this is that it's a long protocol, and it's 3.5 years of on and off chemo. The senior year was a period where he wasn't on chemo for most of that year, so he was kind of recovering, but he was very weak.
Dr. Liu said he needs to go to college, and I just remember thinking, how is this going to work out? This is going to be so hard.
He had taken the SAT, he had scored high enough to get into the college that he had chosen as his first choice, and it was close enough to home so that we could get to him and he could get home when he needed to. Dropping him off that first year was a little tough on us. But
Not a little tough, it was really tough. And then in the first semester, actually, he got sick. He got meningitis. That was horrendous. His roommates called, and he was having memory loss. And so Jeff, thank God, drove right down there and got him and took him to the hospital right there, and they did some testing on him, and it was just a really scary time. But again, here, he was in the hospital for a while. The doctors took great care of him. Thank God he made it through fine, and they were like, okay, now he goes back to college. I'm like, oh my gosh. So in every semester, 4 semesters, he was in the hospital every time at finals, because the stress of finals and his depressed immune system, he was always in the hospital. But again, the doctors would rally around him and say, okay, we'll give him his test, we'll do his testing on Saturday, whatever we have to do to get him back for his finals. And Jamie was just so awesome. There was one day of finals that he just was walking out of one building, going into the next, taking final after final to stay on course. I guess the thing is, Jamie never said, I don't want to go back. He just got in the car, we're going back.
In the first 2 years, one of us or both of us were going there every 2 weeks, or he was coming back every 2 weeks. So it wasn't long periods of time that we didn't see him. So that helped tremendously, because we could touch him and see that he was okay. And even when he was sick, we could get to him quickly, and we just took each moment and we rallied off of his strength. And as long as he was handling it okay, I think that gave us the strength to know that we don't have to protect him from something, that he's okay with it all. And that made a big difference.